The day my wife looked me in the eyes, whispered, "I'm unhappy," and I realized every promise, every memory, and every dream we built together was about to shatter forever began with a silence that felt louder than any scream I had ever heard. I remember waking up that morning, the golden light spilling through our bedroom curtains, the faint smell of coffee from the kitchen, and the usual comfort of her sleeping beside me. But something was different. An almost imperceptible tension hung in the air, something I couldn't name. She turned to me slowly, her eyes catching mine, but they weren't warm like they usually were. They were distant, clouded with a storm I couldn't yet understand. And then, in a voice softer than a whisper but heavier than a thunderclap, she said, "Ryan, I'm unhappy." For a moment, I froze. My mind refused to process it. Unhappy? My wife, the woman I loved more than life itself, the one I had imagined growing old with, the one who had promised me forever. Unhappy? I stared at her, my chest tightening as if someone had gripped my heart in their fist. What do you mean?" I finally asked, my voice shaking, barely holding back panic. She looked away, staring out the window, the sunlight glinting on her tear-filled eyes, the storm behind them making me shiver with a premonition I couldn't escape. "I don't know how to explain it," she said, her fingers nervously twisting the edge of her sleeve. "I've been pretending for so long. Pretending that everything's fine. But it isn't. I feel trapped, Ryan. Like I'm living a life I never chose. And Her voice faltered, a crack of fear and sorrow breaking through. "I don't know who I am anymore." Something in my chest shattered. I tried to breathe, tried to speak, but only a choking whisper escaped. "Are you saying there's someone else?" The words left my mouth before I could stop them, each syllable tasting of bitterness and dread. She didn't answer immediately. She didn't need to. The silence that followed screamed the answer louder than any confession. I felt my knees weaken as visions began flashing through my mind. Her laughing with another man, secret texts on her phone I hadn't seen, whispered promises I wasn't a part of. My stomach turned, bile rising, but I couldn't stop it. Every memory we had built, the late-night drives, the quiet dinners, the mornings spent laughing together, now seemed like a fragile facade, a stage set for a play I was no longer in. Ryan, she started again, hesitating, her voice trembling, and in that hesitation, I saw the truth I had been too blind to notice. The woman I loved, the one I had trusted with every fiber of my being, was slipping away. And this time, I wasn't sure I could reach her. I've tried to ignore it, to push it down, but the truth is, I can't anymore. I feel something for someone else. I can't control it. The world stopped. The floor seemed to vanish beneath me. I wanted to scream, to demand explanations, to make her stay, but my body betrayed me. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. And yet, every instinct screamed that if I didn't act, if I didn't understand what was happening right now, I would lose her forever. I took a step closer, trying to bridge the distance, my hand reaching out. "We can fix this," I said, my voice barely audible, trembling with a mixture of desperation and fear. "Tell me what's happening. Tell me who it is. Please don't leave me like this." She flinched but didn't move away. Her eyes, glistening with unshed tears, locked onto mine. "Ryan, it's not just about someone else," she whispered, and the way she said it sent a chill down my spine. "It's about me. I've been lost for years, pretending to be happy, pretending to love, pretending to be the person I thought I was supposed to be for you. And now, I don't know who I am anymore. I need to find myself, even if it means losing everything." The words hit me like a freight train. Everything I had built, everything I had believed in, everything I had promised to love forever, was slipping through my fingers. I stumbled back, barely catching myself on the edge of the bed. My heart screamed in disbelief, my mind spinning with images of betrayal, abandonment, and heartbreak. Every dream I had held, every plan we had made together, now seemed like dust, blown away by a storm I hadn't even seen coming. I fell to the floor, surrounded by the quiet of a home that suddenly felt empty, hollow, and mocking. The sunlight still streamed in, the birds still sang, but all of it was meaningless. My wife, the woman I had given my heart and soul to, was walking away from me, and I was powerless to stop it. She took one last step toward the door. Her hand lingered on the handle. "I'm sorry, Ryan," she said, her voice breaking. and I wanted to scream, to plead, to beg her to stay. But I knew, deep down, that nothing I said could change the path she had chosen. And then, she left. The click of the door shutting behind her was the loudest sound I had ever heard, the final punctuation on a life I thought I had. I sank into the floor, trembling, the weight of reality crushing me. My thoughts raced uncontrollably. Could I ever trust again? Could I ever love again? Was everything we had shared ever real? And then, through the haze of shock and despair, a single thought struck me, sharp and terrifying. I had never truly known her. Not the real her. And perhaps, not even myself. Hours passed, though I didn't keep track. I didn't move. I didn't speak. I just sat, broken, staring at the door, replaying every memory, every word, every smile. And then, as night fell, a cold realization settled in my chest. Even if she came back, even if she begged for forgiveness, even if the world pretended this never happened, the trust, the innocence, the certainty we had shared, was gone. The moment she whispered, "I'm unhappy," she had opened a door that could never be closed. She had shattered my world, my dreams, my soul, and left me staring into an abyss I wasn't sure I could ever climb out of. And as I sat there, alone, heartbroken and trembling, I knew one terrifying truth. Some moments in life are irreversible, some words are fatal, and some people, no matter how much you love them, are gone forever. That morning, with those 3 simple words, she didn't just tell me she was unhappy. She destroyed everything I had ever believed in, leaving a silence so deep and a pain so profound that I would carry it with me for the rest of my life. And in that moment, I realized, the dream I thought we shared was over, and reality had a far crueler ending than I could have ever imagined.